This is 2026. If you are still formulating with only GigaWhite, Snow White powder, Alpha Arbutin, then you are behind. Today I'm breaking down advanced skin whitening powders, how they work, usage rate, pH, solubility, and who should be using them. If you want to learn more about this, kindly watch this video till the end. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Timmy Skin Glow. I'm Rachel, and on this channel we do everything skincare, from simple DIYs to product recommendation, product reviews. I also share tips and tricks with you to help you in your skin glow journey. So yes, this video is about advanced skin whitening. There are powders you need to start using if you want to see effective result in 2026. It's not enough to use just GigaWhite, Snow White powder, Sim White, Alpha Arbutin. No, there are other ingredients you should start incorporating in your skincare formulation. I've done different series before. I think I've done series 1, series 2, series 3. That's different videos where I talked about skin whitening. Those were just the basics. But in this video, I'm going to introduce some skin whitening powders I want you to start incorporating in your skincare formulation going forward. So number 1 on my list is Glabridin. This is a tyrosinase inhibitor. It means it's a melanin inhibitor. This is really effective. If you want to achieve skin whitening, the first thing to do is to inhibit the production of melanin, inhibit the production of tyrosine. So this is a very good ingredient that does that. So how do you use it? What product should you use this ingredient in? This ingredient can be used in your serums and in your cream, okay? It should be used within the usage rate of 1% to 2% maximum. If you want to see result, use it within 1% to 2%. It's oil soluble, okay? So this can be used in the oil phase of your product. If you are making your body lotion, you can use this in the oil phase of your lotion or your facial cream, whether body cream or face cream, okay? And it should be within the pH range of 3.5 to 6.5. So it works perfectly within the pH of 3.5 to 6.5. So this ingredient works perfectly as an antioxidant and also as an anti-inflammatory active, okay? So if you want to formulate a product that targets blemishes, hyperpigmentation and all that, this is a very good ingredient you should consider using. If you are using high purity Glabridin, you should use it within 0.02 to 0.1%. If you are fortunate to get the undiluted one, the really pure one, okay? So that is it for the Glabridin. So number 2 on my list is Resveratrol. This is a lightening active, but it's more on the brightening side than aggressive whitening. There are whitening powders that you can use alone and they give you results. But Resveratrol has to be combined with other ingredients for optimal results. But if you use it alone, you get more of a brightening active than super whitening active, okay? So this ingredient is an antioxidant and a pigment modulator. It helps to modulate, okay? That's why I said it's more of a brightening active than super whitening active. It can be used as an antioxidant. Usage rate is 0.2 to 1%. Now I need you to take note, some are super whitening, like aggressive whitening, some whiten well on its own, some you have to combine them to get the best result. Mind you, this ingredient I'm giving you today, these are ingredients you can combine. You can combine 2 or maximum of 3, and you have to pair them with antioxidant and know the type of antioxidant to pair them with to avoid reaction in your cream or to avoid some kind of reaction on the skin, okay? So next is Mequinol. Mequinol is also a depigmenting agent. So any ingredient that is a depigmenting agent or tyrosinase inhibitor or melanin inhibitor, it means that ingredient what enhances skin lightening, skin brightening, skin whitening. Okay. Now Mequinol, it's actually used with caution. Okay, and Mequinol can also be combined with tretinoin medically. Okay, it's usually combined with Mequinol. However, Mequinol is actually restricted in some countries. In some countries, just like hydroquinone is restricted, Mequinol is also restricted in some countries. So you should take note of that. Mequinol is basically a pharmaceutical grade depigmenting agent. Okay, it's used in pharmaceutical products with prescription most times, the pigmenting active. So just like, you know, in some countries, hydroquinone products are used at certain range and usually based on prescription. That's how Mequinol also works. However, Mequinol is safe to use on the skin. It's usually used at the usage rate of 2%. So if you're using Mequinol at 2% in your formulation, that is fine. It's going to work well for you. And it's not soluble in water. It's best dissolved in alcohol. So we'll say it's alcohol soluble. Now, next on my list is Resorcinol. Resorcinol is a very potent whitening active. It works very well. When I say this is very effective for inhibiting melanin production, trust me, this is really, really good. Don't take my word for it. Do your research. Write down this ingredient I'm talking about and go and do your research. You will understand what I'm talking about. But you should understand that there are different types of Resorcinol. I noticed in my previous series of skin whitening where I talked about Resorcinol, I just touched it briefly. I didn't go into details. Now you should understand there are different types of Resorcinol. They work differently and they are used in different products. Okay, in this video I'm going to tell you about the different types. We have the phenylthyl Resorcinol. This is considered as one of the most potent and stable tyrosinase inhibitor today. You know, there are some skin whitening products you use and after some time you go back to skin darkening, or maybe not darkening but your complexion begins to drop. This is not the ingredient that does that. This kind of ingredient maintains your glow, maintains your complexion. If you are consistent with this in your formulation, in your brand, in your product, customers will use your product, and even when they stop using it, they are not going to notice skin darkening, or they will not notice their complexion dropping and going down. The glow will still be there. That is what this type of Resorcinol does. That is why it is widely considered as one of the most potent and stable tyrosinase or melanin inhibitor. This form of Resorcinol is oil soluble and is stable within the pH of pH 4 to 5.5, and it can be used within the range of 0.1 to 1%. If you understand how kojic acid works, you know kojic acid is very effective. Like you can see results within a week compared to kojic dipalmitate. Now you understand how kojic acid works, right? This Resorcinol I talked about is more potent. There are claims that it works even 210 times more potent than kojic acid in some lab tests. Kojic acid work. I don't joke with kojic acid. I love it a lot. But there is a technique. There's the way you have to use your kojic acid. It's very effective, but it oxidizes a lot. But you have to use it with good antioxidants, chelators, and proper packaging technique to prevent oxidation. We'll get to that. But what I'm trying to say is that kojic acid is great, but compared to this form of Resorcinol, this is really potent, way better than the kojic acid. Now, another form of Resorcinol is the 4-butyl Resorcinol. This is great for treatment of melasma and age spot. It also enhances skin whitening. So if you are targeting melasma and age spot, this 4-butyl Resorcinol is something you should also consider. This form of Resorcinol inhibits both tyrosinase and tyrosinase-related protein 1. It's also referred to as TRP1. The usage rate of this Resorcinol is usually between 0.1 to 0.3 in clinical creams. So the next on my list is the pure Resorcinol, which is the standard Resorcinol. So if you are getting your Resorcinol, if you are buying Resorcinol from your ingredient vendor, make sure you know the one to tell them. We have 3 types. If you are getting just the pure one, it's referred to as the standard Resorcinol. Now, what you need to know about this pure Resorcinol or standard Resorcinol, it's rarely used in a standalone whitening cream. Now, when I say it's rarely used in a standalone whitening cream, it means you cannot use only this ingredient in a whitening cream and expect to see skin whitening results. No, you have to combine this pure Resorcinol. The other type, you can use them alone, but pure Resorcinol, which is also the standard Resorcinol, you cannot use it alone in a whitening cream if you really want to see whitening results. You have to combine it. This standard Resorcinol is primarily a keratolytic. That's a peeling agent. You can use it in scrub and wash your product. Peeling agent like peeling oil, this peeling cream, that's where you can use it. It will not give you that skin whitening effect. It's more of a peeling active, peeling ingredient, peeling agent. This standard Resorcinol helps to break down dead skin cells or treat acne or excessive hyperpigmentation through peeling. It works through peeling. Okay, peel off the layer, peel off the dead skin cells to reveal new skin, but it does not really whiten the skin, if you know what I mean. The usage rate is 2% or less in standard product, but can be used above 2% for professional use only. For professional chemical peels, they use this kind of Resorcinol above 2%, but in your standard formulation you can use it at 2% or less than 2%. Next on my list is Deoxyarbutin. If you are still using only Alpha Arbutin in your formulation, you are behind. Deoxyarbutin, very potent, strong, when I say strong, tyrosinase inhibitor. You know how Alpha Arbutin works very well for skin whitening. Now I'm telling you, there is something that works even better than that, and that is Deoxyarbutin. This ingredient is very expensive. Like, you can get 10 grams for like 10,000 naira. That is how expensive it is. Just 10 grams of Deoxyarbutin you can get for 10,000 naira or 12,000 naira. These ingredients are not cheap, but they are very, very effective. Deoxyarbutin works so good. You can use it in your oils, in your lotion, in your facial cream, your body cream, leave-on product, wash-off product. It's really good. It helps to whiten the skin. It's a strong and a very potent tyrosinase inhibitor. It is oil soluble. Your regular Alpha Arbutin is water soluble, but this Deoxyarbutin, it's oil soluble. It can be used at 1 to 2%. Usage rate should be 1 to 2%, and its pH should be within pH 5 to pH 5.8 or pH 6. Deoxyarbutin is sensitive to heat. So if you are packaging, take note of the container you are going to package your product in. If you are making a face cream or body cream with Deoxyarbutin in it, I would recommend you use amber color bottles or containers. Okay, Kojic acid is very effective. I'm not going to talk about skin whitening powders today and not talk about Kojic acid. Kojic acid is very good for skin whitening, powerful melanin inhibitor. You can use it in your oils. And when I say oil, if you're doing glycerin based oil, I've talked about on this channel that you can use glycerin as your base for making your oil, unlike the regular oil base. Okay, so if you are doing glycerin based oil, you can use Kojic acid there, or in your serums, or your facial cream, or your body cream, or your soap, or even in your body scrub. Kojic acid is really effective. It should be used within 1 to 2% usage rate. This is water soluble, but the thing about Kojic acid is that it oxidizes, so you should be able to combine it with xylitol or antioxidant. They are very good antioxidants you can use. You can also store in very good airtight container, because Kojic acid oxidizes, it turns brown over a period of time. Okay, so an example of something you can use to balance your Kojic acid is like sodium EDTA. It's also going to help with that oxidization. So that is it for my recommended skin whitening powders you should start using in 2026. Please, skin whitening should be done with caution. Skin whitening should be done safely. Barrier damage is real. Trust me, you do not want to damage your skin. Overuse of these active causes rebound pigmentation, and trust me, you don't want that for your skin. Not every client needs whitening. Some clients just need skin brightening products, some just need skin repair, some just need moisturizing products. video, you should know what your client needs, what their skin needs. Sometimes it's not about what they need, sometimes it's about what their skin needs. That's why you need to see their skin and recommend what is best for them. Your client may come to you and say, please, I need whitening product, but you seeing that skin, you know what that person needs at that point in time is not whitening product, but skin repair or barrier repair or skin brightening products, you know. So that is it. Stop copying formulas from WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, online, Telegram. No, understand your materials, understand your ingredients, and formulate with intention. If you found this valuable, subscribe and watch series 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pin them somewhere in this video so you can go and watch the previous video on my skin whitening active. Do not forget, Teamix Skin Glow products are readily available for immediate delivery and we deliver worldwide. My advanced skincare formulation ebook contains this whitening ingredient I talked about. This advanced whitening ebook is where you make your whitening product. For example, you make your whitening lotion from scratch without base cream. In my advanced skincare formulation ebook, you're not going to see where I say, okay, we need base cream, use base cream, no, we do not need base cream in my advanced skincare formulation ebook. Everything is made from scratch. And the good thing about this advanced formulation ebook is that we do not need whitening oils like this, shea butter, mulatto oil. No, you don't need those kind of oils in my advanced skincare formulation ebook. You don't need tubes, you don't need to buy base cream or make a base cream separate and start. No, you make it's seamless, very interesting. You make everything from scratch. It's just a process, you know, from scratch to finish. Very effective, trust me. You should get my advanced formulation ebook if you are intentional about your skincare formulation and you're intentional about your brand this new year. Teamix Skin Glow Advanced Skincare Formulation ebook is your guide. It's what you need. Follow Teamix Skin Glow on all our social media networks. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Thread, TikTok, Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more educative videos like this. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.